to the noise. Let's go!
Are you really gonna look at this cute face and not subscribe?
Welcome back, you bunch of string picking guys and gals, you to the String Pickers channel here at my obscene studio. And if this is your first time here,
like and subscribe, by the way.
well, String Pickers, here we are, part 4 of the Fender Squier Stratocaster rebuild. If you've been keeping up with this series, I have, in the first 3 series, created a tribute guitar to a very, very dear friend of mine that was close to me, that was a big influence on my guitar playing when I was a teenager. The actual Strat that he had was white on white. I can't afford that. I just can't. We broke rednecks around here. So I come across this on Marketplace and I've been redoing it. I've got it set up finally just to my liking and everything, but something showed up about a month ago, and you guys usually know that my videos are a month ahead, so actually it just showed up yesterday. What I've got is this. String Pickers, this pick guard will not go on this guitar, and I am very, very tempted to use this one. It's a little bit off-white, so I think I may not go with it. I think that I may just hold on to this one just for future reference. This one is a little green color, so I'm not going to go with that one either, but this is where it's at. String Pickers, these are, from the best of my research, Seymour Duncan Jimi Hendrix pickups. These pickups are going to go in here. Now, I know what you're saying. Hey, you want to keep it all white. Well, those are like cream colored. Well, what are you going to do about that? This is what I'm going to do about that. That's right, String Pickers. My good buddy John over at Smoke Eater Guitars sent these to me for this guitar. I told him I was doing a bit of a tribute to an old friend of mine, and I'd gotten this guitar and I wanted to make it as close to what he had as I could possibly get. And I know that his guitar probably didn't have Seymour Duncan Jimi Hendrix pickups in it, but it's going to get me close to that American Fender Strat sound that his guitar had. I fell in love with that thing back in the day, just absolutely in love with it. When he picked that guitar up to play, I was completely focused on him playing and the sound that he got from that guitar. So hence, that's why we have this one, and that's why we're doing this series. It's because we want to make everything as close as possible and get some of the tones that he's got. Now, in the beginning of this video, you heard these stock pickups on this guitar. By the end of this video, you're going to hear a comparison between these pickups and those pickups after I put them in. Once I put them in and you hear a side-by-side comparison, then you can be the judge. You can sit there and tell me which ones you like better.
I've got a feeling that everybody's going to like them Hendrix ones better.
But yeah, man, this is, I've been playing the time out of this guitar. I mean, just wearing it out. I just love how it feels, how it plays. It's just a great, great guitar. So with that being said, String Pickers, we are going to set this guitar down and we are going to get over here on the bench. I'm going to put you guys on a time lapse while I swap these covers and do all that stuff. And then we're going to put some 500K pots in this pick guard and get rid of those 250K pots. And we're going to try and wire it up as best as possible to the wiring that went on back then. So you guys just hang out for a few minutes, enjoy the jam. Check out the video. This is going to be awesome.
Let's go! still feel the voltage rise. Six strings screaming like a battle cry. From the basement to the stage, we ignite the wild. Blood, sweat, riffs, this is how we fire. Hell's hands been old, feedback rate. Every scar earned in the game. If you live for the chug and the solo attack, you're home right now, no turning back. New blood knocking at the door. Hear that amp? We want more! Turn it up, let the speakers roar. Crank that tone till it shakes the floor. From the unseen studio to the world we go. Metal hearts, one sound, let's go!
Okay, string pickers, we have everything wired back up. No issues whatsoever. We've got the Jimi Hendrix. I'm calling them Seymour Duncans because that's the only, through my research, that's the only people that I know that do the Jimi Hendrix single coil. Put the full-size CTS pots in there by Art of Tone. Did put the tone capacitor back in there. And right now, we're going to do a tap test to see if everything is working like it should. Okay, so we have, okay, on the bridge, we've got bridge. I'm going for these two pickups, just the middle and neck, and just the neck. Good deal. I'll take it all day long and twice on Sunday. I apologize for the time lapse on this, but guys, it's such, takes so long to do stuff like this and wiring it up and everything, and it's stuff that you guys seen a million times before. However, if you go over to Smoke Eater Guitars, he's got a few really good videos to show you how to do that. Basically, all I done was put the full-size pots in there, wired up everything just like it was with the 250K, but wired it up for the 500K because I don't want anything to change as far as any of the wiring in there. But I did actually think about taking it all out and putting cloth wiring in, but the more I thought about it, I'm pressed for time today, and it's not going to leave me a whole lot of time to redo everything. So okay, so now I just look at it from the side, make for sure that it's not, I cannot stand, and I like it in the worst way for a pick guard to look like this. I just don't like it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and cut you guys off, and I'm going to clean up this mess, and I am going to put these strings back on, and we're going to see what this thing is doing tone wise, and just go from there. I'm super excited, man. Super excited. I'm ready to play this thing. So be right back. there you have it, string pickers. This thing has just blew me away. John, brother, your kindness is just overwhelming. Thank you so much. I didn't know that this thing needed that. I knew that, you know, better pickups would make it sound better, but these pickups sound great. I do want to check the outputs on these real quick, so let me gear up and do that. Okay, and it looks like our bridge pickup is going to be 607, 608. And the second or fourth position is going to be 306. The middle pickup is going to be 611. The middle and neck pickup, same again, 307, 308. And the neck pickup by itself coming in at 612. So definitely hotter than the pickups that I previously had in here. But yeah, so let me go through what we did in the time lapse. You guys know that I was kind of on the fence about whether or not I was going to keep the same pots. I was going to change the pots, what I was going to do as far as that was concerned. When I put these pickups in there, I thought, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and put some 500K Art of Tone potentiometers in there. So that's what we did in the time lapse. Everything went together fairly easy and relatively well. Once I got this back in here, I can hear a difference. Like, it's hard to describe the difference, but they have a little more grit to them and a little more just soul, I guess you could say. I mean, they are called Jimi Hendrix, you know, pickups. So there you go. But I also put the new knobs that John had sent me on here, because my volume knob that I had was a bit wore right in here, and I did not use the pick guard that he sent because both of them were a little off from white. So I used the same pick guard because this is an exact color scheme to Donnie's guitar, so I wanted to keep it as close to that as possible, and that's what I did. I ended up just staying with that. Put these on here, put new pickup covers on it that John had also sent. Guys, I don't know what to say. I really don't. But you guys know what it sounds like. On both of those, back and forth, is both the same rig that I have built on the Spark Positive Grid 40. And it is a Stevie Ray Vaughan, about as close as you can get to Stevie Ray Vaughan on that Spark 40. And it sounds pretty good and close to me, to my ear. But we're going to try some gain out. I want to see what gain sounds like. So let's go through that real quick. So yeah, there it is. I mean, just an unbelievable instrument. I mean, I never thought that I would like a Squier as much as I like this one. I do like Squiers, don't get me wrong. I mean, Squiers, some of them are very well made, but this one just brings back just so many memories. And I'm definitely looking forward to doing a whole lot with this guitar. The string pickers, that's all that I've got for you. That's part 4 and the final part. There's nothing really else I can do to that guitar. I think that I have gotten it to the point to where it's just not going to get any better than that. I mean, I could change the bridge out. I could change, the block and the springs, and I could do all that stuff, but it wouldn't be Fender. It just wouldn't be Fender parts or Squier parts. And I have no problems with the bridge whatsoever. I've used it several times. Does not mess with the tuning at all. I've put these split top tuners in there that are doing an excellent job. Like, those are just bad to the bone. Put some roller string trees in it. Put those Jimi Hendrix pickups in it. Once again, guys, go subscribe to John's channel. Very knowledgeable guy. He's on point. That guy is just amazing. To do that, to send something like that to me, has made all the difference in the world to my playing, my sound with this guitar. It's just phenomenal. It really is. I appreciate it, brother. And that's all I've got for you this time, string pickers. I am going to cut this video and I'm going to pick this guitar back up and I am going to jam out. So, with that being said, I would just like to say that I pray you and yours are having the most blessed day ever, and I pray that God is with you all. Until next time, later.
Let's go!